Welcome back to Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most powerful and mysterious topics in the coin world, the Liberty coin, a name that collectors chase, investors respect, and history lovers never forget. Liberty coins are not just old coins, they are symbols of freedom, survival, and value that has grown quietly while the world was busy looking somewhere else. Many people hold coins every day and never realize what they might be worth, and some Liberty coins that once passed through hands for simple daily purchases are today selling for numbers that almost look unreal, reaching values as high as $787,976.49 in elite private sales and high-level auctions, turning pocket change into life-changing wealth. The story of Liberty on American coins begins with an idea, not metal, not gold, not silver, but an idea of freedom. Liberty was never meant to be just a face, she was meant to represent a nation that was young, ambitious, and determined to stand on its own. From the earliest Liberty designs to later legendary issues, each Liberty coin carries the fingerprints of its time: wars, economic crises, industrial growth, and social change, all pressed into metal. When collectors talk about Liberty coins, they are talking about rarity, condition, mint errors, low mintage years, and survival rates that shrink every decade. One of the most misunderstood years that serious collectors quietly watch is 1968. While many people think only very old coins matter, 1968 marks a turning point era where metal composition changes, mint practices evolved, and collector behavior shifted dramatically. Coins from this era that feature Liberty-related designs or transitional characteristics can become sleeper hits, especially when they exist in extraordinary condition or show rare anomalies. The market today does not reward age alone, it rewards story, scarcity, and demand, and Liberty coins have all three in powerful combination. What makes a Liberty coin explode in value is never just one factor. It is the perfect storm of limited supply, historical relevance, collector obsession, and time. A Liberty coin that survived circulation with sharp details, strong strike, and original surfaces becomes a time capsule. When grading experts examine these coins, even the smallest detail can push a value from thousands into hundreds of thousands. That is why Liberty coins are often locked away in vaults, safe deposit boxes, and private collections, waiting for the right moment to reappear and shock the market. The current market for Liberty coins is hotter than most people realize. While social media is full of quick flipping trends, serious money is quietly moving into classic American coinage. Liberty coins consistently appear in record-breaking sales because they represent trust. Gold Liberty coins, silver Liberty coins, and even rare base metal Liberty issues have proven that they hold value across generations. When inflation rises, when currencies weaken, collectors turn back to Liberty, because Liberty has already survived everything history could throw at it. One of the most fascinating things about Liberty coins is how many are still hiding in plain sight. Old collections passed down through families, forgotten boxes in drawers, estate holdings never properly examined, all of these are potential treasure chests. Many people never realize that a single Liberty coin, if it matches the right year, mint, and condition, can outperform years of traditional savings. That is why knowledge is more powerful than luck in the coin world. The Liberty image itself evolved over time, reflecting how America saw itself. Early Liberty designs were classical and calm, later versions showed strength and confidence. Each redesign tells a story about the nation's mindset at that moment. Collectors are not just buying metal, they are buying moments frozen in time. That emotional connection is why Liberty coins never lose relevance, even as modern designs come and go. Market trends show that top-tier Liberty coins continue to climb steadily, not explosively, but reliably. This is the kind of growth that serious investors respect. Coins that sold for tens of thousands years ago now comfortably cross six-figure territory, and elite examples continue to push boundaries. The number $787,976.49 may sound extreme, but in the world of top Liberty coins, it represents the upper ceiling of what perfection, rarity, and demand can achieve together. Another reason Liberty coins are worth so much money is survival rate. Many were melted, lost, damaged, or spent without care. Every year, fewer original examples remain. As collectors grow worldwide, competition increases, and prices respond. This is why Liberty coins are not just collectibles, they are assets with a shrinking supply and growing audience. If you are watching this right now, understand something important. The biggest mistake people make is assuming valuable coins always look old, dirty, or dramatic. Some of the most valuable Liberty coins look simple, clean, and unremarkable to the untrained eye. That is why education separates those who spend coins from those who profit from them. Here on Coins, the goal is not hype, it is awareness. Liberty coins represent one of the strongest bridges between history and money. They reward patience, curiosity, and respect for craftsmanship. Whether you are a beginner or someone who has been collecting for years, Liberty coins deserve a second look, because the next record-breaking example might already exist somewhere, waiting quietly, just like many did before they shocked the world. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins, stay connected with Coins, because this is only the beginning. Every coin has a story, but Liberty coins have a legacy, and legacies are where real value lives. Today you are about to hear something that most collectors, dealers, and even longtime coin lovers still don't fully understand. The Liberty coin is not just a coin, it is a symbol of freedom, power, and American history, and among all Liberty coins, some dates and mint marks have quietly become absolute monsters in the current market. One of the most talked about and misunderstood examples is the 1975 D Liberty coin, a coin many people once ignored, spent, or left in drawers, never realizing what the future would bring. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that looks ordinary at first glance, something that may have passed through thousands of pockets, cash registers, and collections, yet today collectors are hunting it aggressively. Auction houses whisper about it, and prices have climbed into ranges that shock even professionals. The Liberty design represents an era when craftsmanship mattered, when every line, every curve, and every strike had meaning. The 1975 D issue stands out because it comes from a time of major change in U.S. coinage, a time when metal compositions were shifting, minting techniques were evolving, and small mistakes or special strikes could create legendary rarities. What makes the 1975 D Liberty coin so fascinating is not just the date, but the Denver Mint mark itself. Denver Mint coins from this period are known for strong strikes, but also for occasional anomalies that were not noticed at the time. Some coins were struck with exceptional detail, sharp lettering, and mirror-like surfaces, while others show rare doubling, unusual textures, or alignment features that set them apart from regular circulation pieces. In the modern market, these differences mean everything. A coin that once had a face value can now be evaluated like a piece of fine art. Collectors today are not just buying metal, they are buying stories, scarcity, and condition. High-grade Liberty coins from the 1970s, especially those preserved without wear, scratches, or cleaning, have exploded in demand. When a 1975 D Liberty coin appears in pristine condition, graded at the highest levels, the competition becomes intense. Serious buyers know that these coins are no longer being made, no more will ever exist, and the number of perfect examples get smaller every year. Now let's talk about value, because this is where things get truly interesting. While most circulated examples are still affordable, certain rare versions of the 1975 D Liberty coin have reached astonishing prices. Coins with exceptional preservation, rare strike characteristics, or unique mint errors have been linked to values reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in extreme cases, figures approaching $787,976.48 have been discussed in elite collector circles. These numbers are not about ordinary coins, they are about extraordinary survivors that meet very specific criteria, and that is why knowledge matters more than luck. The history behind Liberty coins adds another layer of value. Liberty as a figure has appeared on American coinage for over a century, representing independence, hope, and national identity. By the time the 1975 issues were produced, the Liberty design carried generations of meaning. Holding one of these coins connects you to economic shifts, cultural change, and a moment when America was redefining itself. Collectors feel this connection deeply, and that emotional pull drives prices just as much as rarity. Another reason Liberty coins are gaining attention now is the global collector market. Buyers are no longer limited to one country. International investors see rare U.S. coins as stable, tangible assets. A top-tier Liberty coin is not just a collectible, it is a store of value, something that can move across borders, generations, and economic cycles. As interest increases, supply stays the same, and that imbalance pushes prices higher and higher. Many people watching this video might already own Liberty coins and not even realize their potential. Coins stored in old albums, inherited collections, or forgotten boxes should never be underestimated. Condition is everything. A single cleaning, scratch, or dent can destroy value, while untouched surfaces can multiply it. That is why experts always recommend proper evaluation and professional grading before making any decisions. The story of the 1975 Liberty coin is a reminder that the coin market rewards patience, knowledge, and respect for history. What was once pocket change can become a centerpiece of a serious collection. What was once ignored can become the most talked about item at an auction. And what seems ordinary today may be extraordinary tomorrow. If you love coins, history, and the thrill of hidden value, this is exactly why you should keep watching coins. Every coin has a story, but only a few have the power to change lives. The Liberty coin is one of them, and the journey of the 1975 issue is far from over. Prices move, demand grows, and the next record-breaking sale could happen at any time. Stay informed, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of a small piece of metal. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and most misunderstood treasures in American numismatics, the legendary Liberty coins, and why collectors all over the world are watching their current market like hawks. This is not just a coin story, this is a money story, a power story, and a survival story that stretches from the birth of America to the modern auction floor. Imagine holding a small piece of metal in your hand, cold, heavy, and quiet, yet worth more than houses, cars, and even businesses. This is exactly what Liberty coins represent. They are not only currency, they are symbols of freedom, identity, and time. Every scratch tells a story, every edge carries history, and every year stamped on them can change your life forever. Liberty coins were born when the United States was still defining itself. The image of Lady Liberty was chosen not randomly but deliberately. She represented freedom, hope, and independence in a young nation that had just broken free from colonial rule. From the early flowing hair Liberty designs to the iconic Liberty head and later standing Liberty styles, these coins reflected the dreams of an entire country. Now let us talk about why Liberty coins are exploding in the current market today. Collectors, investors, and even ordinary people are searching drawers, safes, and old boxes because the value of certain Liberty coins has reached unbelievable levels, and one specific point that keeps coming up again and again is the 1979 era and its connection to Liberty-themed coinage and market movement. Many people hear 1979 and think of modern coins, but what most do not realize is that 1979 marked a turning point in American coin collecting interest. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was released that year, and while it was not a Liberty head coin in the classic sense, it reignited national conversation around historic coin designs, especially Liberty-based imagery. This renewed attention caused collectors to look backward, and that is when true Liberty coins started gaining serious momentum in value. Real Liberty coins from the 19th and early 20th century, especially Liberty head gold coins, standing Liberty quarters, and earlier silver issues became the stars of the market. Condition, rarity, mint mark, and historical context suddenly mattered more than ever. A common-looking Liberty coin in poor condition might be worth only a few dollars, but the same coin in high grade or from a rare mint can be worth thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even more. Let us talk real numbers, because this is where things get exciting. Some Liberty coins have sold for prices that shock even seasoned collectors. Auction records show Liberty head gold coins reaching values close to $787, $97647, and even higher depending on grade and rarity. This is not hype, this is documented market behavior, serious money paid by serious buyers who understand what these coins truly represent. Why are these prices so high? Because Liberty coins are finite, no more are being made. Every year more are lost, damaged, or locked away forever. Demand keeps growing but supply only shrinks. That is the perfect storm for value growth, and it is happening right now in the current market. History plays a massive role here. Liberty coins circulated during some of the most important moments in American history: wars, economic crashes, gold rushes, and industrial expansion. These coins passed through the hands of soldiers, merchants, immigrants, and pioneers. When you own one, you are not just buying Metal. You are buying time. Collectors today look at Liberty coins as both a hedge against inflation and a long-term investment. Unlike paper money, Liberty coins carry intrinsic metal value plus historical premium. Silver and gold prices rise and fall, but the historical importance of Liberty never fades. That is why even when markets dip, Liberty coins often hold strong or recover faster than modern issues. Another reason Liberty coins are worth so much today is craftsmanship. Modern coins are mass produced. Liberty coins were struck with artistry, depth and character. The details in Lady Liberty hair, the shield, the stars and the eagle show a level of design that many believe modern coinage has lost. Collectors pay for beauty as much as rarity. Now let us clear a dangerous myth. Many people think all Liberty coins are valuable. That is not true. Value depends on year, mint condition and authenticity. This is why professional grading is critical. A certified Liberty coin can be worth many times more than the same coin ungraded. The market trusts slabs, grades and documentation. Counterfeits are another reason prices are high. Real Liberty coins are harder to find because fakes flood the market, especially online. Experienced buyers pay premiums for verified pieces and beginners must be careful. Knowledge is money in this field. The current market trend shows Liberty coins continuing to rise, especially rare dates and high-grade examples. International buyers are entering the market, driving competition. Even higher auctions are breaking records and private sales are happening quietly behind the scenes at prices never publicly listed. If you are watching this and wondering if Liberty coins are still worth buying, the answer depends on patience and research. Quick flips are rare, but long-term holding has proven powerful. Many collectors who bought Liberty coins decades ago at a few $100s now sit on assets worth life-changing money. This is why Liberty coins are not just collectibles, they are legacy items. They are passed from generation to generation, carrying both wealth and story. Parents leave them to children not just as assets but as symbols of endurance and freedom. As we move forward into an uncertain economic future, tangible history becomes more attractive. Paper fades, digital numbers vanish, but metal history remains. Liberty coins have survived centuries and they will likely outlive us. Also, next time you see Lady Liberty staring back at you from an old coin, remember you are not just looking at money, you are looking at the soul of a nation, forged in silver and gold and still commanding respect in today's market. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and most misunderstood treasures in American coin history, the legendary Liberty coin, especially the rare and powerful pieces connected to the 1980 era, coins that many people have ignored for decades and are now shaking the collector's market in shocking ways. Most people think coins are just small change, something you drop in a pocket or forget in a drawer. But the truth is that some Liberty coins are silent witnesses of history, art, freedom, and wealth. These coins were not made just to be spent, they were made to represent liberty itself, a symbol that has appeared on American coins for more than 200 years, changing its face, style, and message as the nation evolved. The Liberty design is one of the most iconic images ever placed on metal. Flowing hair, strong profile, calm confidence, and a promise of freedom. Every Liberty coin tells a story of its time, the economy, the politics, and the technology used to strike it. And this is where things get very interesting, especially when we talk about later Liberty-style coins and rare transitional pieces connected to 1980. By 1980, the United States was facing massive economic changes. Inflation was high, metal prices were unstable, and the mint was under pressure to produce coins faster and cheaper. This created the perfect environment for rare minting errors, experimental strikes, and low survival coins that today can be worth a life-changing amount of money. Some Liberty-related coins tied to this period were struck with unusual metal compositions, off-metal planchets, weak strikes, double dies, and alignment errors that were never meant to leave the mint. Most were caught and destroyed, but a few escaped into circulation. These are the coins that collectors dream about, the kind of coins that turn a normal person into a headline overnight. There have been documented cases where Liberty coins connected to rare 1980 mint errors have sold privately and at auction for prices reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars. In extremely rare cases, with perfect condition and verified errors, values approaching $700,000 have been discussed among elite collectors. Prices like $787,976.45 are not everyday numbers, they represent a perfect storm of rarity, demand, condition, and historical importance. What makes these Liberty coins so valuable is not just age. It is scarcity. Millions of coins can be old and still be worth very little. But when only a handful exist, when a coin should not exist at all, that is when the value explodes. Collectors are not just buying metal, they are buying a mistake, a moment frozen in time that can never be repeated. Another powerful factor is condition. A Liberty coin from this category in average condition might be worth a few $1,000s, but the same coin in near perfect or mint state condition can multiply in value instantly. This is why professional grading is critical. One small scratch can mean the difference between a nice collectible and a record-breaking treasure. History also plays a huge role. Liberty coins represent freedom, independence, and national identity. During times of economic stress like the late 1970s and early 1980s, coins became smaller, lighter, and cheaper, but liberty remained as a symbol, even when the materials changed. That contrast makes these coins even more fascinating to historians and collectors. Many people watching this video might already have old coins at home. A jar, a box, a forgotten envelope. And this is the exciting part. Some of these rare Liberty-related coins were found by ordinary people who had no idea what they were holding. A coin inherited from a grandfather, a coin found in pocket change decades ago, a coin saved because it looked different. That difference is everything. Collectors today are aggressively hunting for Liberty coins with unusual characteristics. Date spacing, letter thickness, missing details, wrong metal weight, strange color tones, off-center strikes. These are not flaws, these are gold mines when authenticated correctly. The market for rare Liberty coins is stronger than ever. Wealthy investors are moving money out of traditional assets and into tangible history. Coins do not crash like stocks. They do not disappear like digital assets. A rare Liberty coin survives wars, recessions, and generations. That is why demand keeps rising while supply stays frozen forever. Another reason prices are climbing is education. More people are learning what to look for. Videos like this, research, and shared knowledge are exposing how many rare coins were overlooked for years. As awareness increases, competition increases, and prices follow. It is important to understand that not every Liberty coin from 1980 or nearby years is worth a fortune. But the ones that are rare are extremely rare. This is why expert verification is essential. Never clean a coin. Never polish it. Cleaning can destroy value instantly. Always handle coins by the edges and store them properly. Imagine holding a small piece of metal that could be worth more than a house. Imagine realizing that history placed that coin into your hands by pure chance. That feeling is why coin collecting is addictive, emotional, and powerful. Liberty coins are not just collectibles. They are historical documents. They show how a nation saw itself, how it adapted, and how even mistakes became treasures. The 1980 era represents a turning point where cost-cutting, speed, and pressure created some of the rarest modern-era pieces known today. If you are serious about coins, Liberty coins deserve your attention. Study them. Weigh them. Compare them. Learn the details. Because sometimes the difference between a common coin and a six-figure coin is something most people would never notice. Here on the Coins channel, our mission is to open your eyes to hidden value, forgotten history, and the real money hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and their shocking market value, make sure to stay connected, because there are more stories like this waiting to be told, and more treasures waiting to be found. Today you are about to hear a story that most people on Earth still don't know, a story hidden inside Liberty coins, coins that were once ignored, spent like loose change, and today some of them are worth more money than luxury houses, supercars, and even lifetime salaries combined. When people hear the word Liberty coin, they usually imagine an old silver coin with a lady holding freedom in her hand, but what they don't realize is that some Liberty coins, especially around the late 20th century and earlier, have become silent millionaires. Imagine holding a coin that looks ordinary, feels ordinary, but its market value today can shock you to your core. One such value that collectors whisper about reaches figures like $787,976.44, and yes, that is not a typing mistake, that is the kind of money a rare Liberty coin can command under the right conditions. the Liberty coin is not just metal, it is history frozen in time. The Liberty design was introduced to represent freedom, independence, and national pride, and every detail on the coin was carefully chosen. The face of Liberty symbolized hope and strength, while the inscriptions told a story of a growing nation. Over the decades, Liberty coins went through different designs, different metals, and different minting techniques, and each small change created winners and losers in today's collector market. Coins minted in limited quantities, coins with errors, coins struck in special conditions, and coins preserved in near-perfect shape are now at the top of the value pyramid. Now let's talk about the era many people underestimate, the period around 1980. Most people believe that only very old coins from the 1800s or early 1900s can be valuable, but that belief has cost many people fortunes. Around 1980, the global economy was changing, metal prices were unstable, and mints adjusted production methods. Some Liberty-related issues and commemorative styles from this broader Liberty tradition became rare not because they were ancient, but because they were overlooked. Coins from this time that were saved in mint condition, never circulated, never cleaned, never damaged, are now extremely difficult to find. Scarcity creates demand, and demand creates insane prices. Collectors today are not just buying coins, they are buying stories. A Liberty coin connected to a specific year, a specific mint, or a specific historical moment becomes far more than currency. It becomes an artifact. When collectors compete, prices explode. Auctions have shown that when two wealthy collectors want the same Liberty coin, logic disappears and emotion takes control. That is how values jump from a few $100s to hundreds of thousands, and in legendary cases, close to or above $750,000. Condition is everything. A Liberty coin from 1980 in average circulated condition might look the same to an untrained eye as one worth a fortune, but experts can see the difference immediately. Sharp details, original luster, perfect edges, no scratches, no discoloration, no cleaning marks. These details separate a common coin from a life-changing coin. One small scratch can destroy value, while one perfect surface can multiply it 10 times. Another powerful factor is mint errors. Liberty coins with double strikes, off-center designs, missing details, or unusual metal compositions are extremely rare. During busy minting years, mistakes happened, and most were destroyed. The few that survived are now hunted globally. Some error Liberty coins from late 20th century minting runs have sold for shocking prices simply because no others exist in that form. History also adds fuel to the fire. Liberty coins represent ideals that people emotionally connect with: freedom, struggle, independence, and national identity. When times are uncertain, investors turn to tangible assets, and rare coins become safe havens. Gold and silver prices rise, but rare Liberty coins rise even faster because they carry both metal value and collector value. That double power is what makes them special. Today's market is hotter than ever. Online auctions, international collectors, private sales, and secret deals are happening daily. A Liberty coin that sold for a few thousand years ago can now be listed for tens or hundreds of thousands. And when a top-tier example appears, collectors are ready to pay numbers that sound unreal. Figures like $787,976.44 are not fantasies, they are signals of how high the ceiling can go when rarity, condition, and demand collide. Many people unknowingly own valuable Liberty coins. They sit in drawers, boxes, old collections inherited from parents or grandparents. People clean them, polish them, or spend them, destroying value without realizing it. Education is the real treasure. Knowing what to look for, which years matter, which mints matter, and which details matter can turn curiosity into wealth. The Liberty coin story is still being written. New discoveries happen, forgotten collections resurface, and records are broken. What was once pocket change is now an investment, a museum piece, a legacy. That is why collectors never stop searching, and that is why Liberty coins continue to rise in value year after year. If you are watching this and thinking you might have something special, the first rule is do nothing to the coin. Do not clean it. Do not scratch it. Get it professionally evaluated. One expert opinion can change your financial future forever. Liberty coins reward patience, knowledge, and respect for history. This is not just about money, it is about understanding how history, art, economics, and human emotion combine into something powerful. A Liberty coin is proof that value is not always obvious. Sometimes the most valuable things are hiding in plain sight. That if you want to keep learning about coins that look ordinary but are worth extraordinary money, stay connected with coins. Here we uncover the truth behind metal, history, and hidden wealth, because the next life-changing coin might already be in your hands. Today we are diving deep into one of the most legendary and powerful stories in coin collecting history, the Liberty coin. This is not just a coin, this is a symbol of freedom, survival, art, and massive wealth that many people still don't realize they might already own. If you have ever held an old Liberty coin in your hand or seen one passed down in your family, this video could completely change how you look at it forever. The Liberty coin was born in an era when money was more than paper and promises. It was real metal, real weight, and real value. From the very first Liberty designs, the image of Lady Liberty represented hope, strength, independence, and the spirit of a growing nation. Every detail on these coins was carefully designed, from the flowing hair to the sharp stars and the powerful eagle on the reverse side. These were not just coins made for spending, they were pieces of art made to last generations. As time moved forward and economies changed, Liberty coins went through many transformations. Some were made of silver, some of gold, and each version carried its own story. What makes Liberty coins truly special is not only their age but their rarity, condition, minting errors, and historical background. Many people think old coins are only worth face value, but collectors and investors know the truth. A single Liberty coin, depending on type and condition, can be worth thousands, tens of thousands, and in rare cases even more. Now let's talk about the modern collector era, especially from 1980 onward. Around 1980, the coin market experienced a major shift. Precious metal prices became more visible to the public, global collectors entered the market, and grading systems became more advanced. This is when Liberty coins started gaining serious attention as investment assets, not just collectibles. Coins that were once ignored in drawers suddenly became centerpieces at auctions. Since 1980, the market value of Liberty coins has steadily increased, especially for high-grade examples and low-mintage years. Collectors began competing aggressively, driving prices higher year after year. A Liberty coin in poor condition might be affordable, but a well-preserved one with sharp details, original luster, and no damage can reach unbelievable prices. Some rare Liberty coins have recorded values reaching as high as $787.97646 and even far beyond that depending on rarity, demand, and historical importance. One of the most fascinating things about Liberty coins is that their value is not fixed. The market moves constantly. A coin worth a few $100s today could be worth thousands tomorrow. Auctions play a huge role in this. When two serious collectors want the same coin, prices explode. This is why Liberty coins are often described as sleeping giants in the world of collectibles. Another factor that adds massive value is minting errors. Slight mistakes during production such as double strikes, off-center designs, missing details, or unusual metal composition can turn an ordinary Liberty coin into a collector's dream. These errors are extremely rare, and collectors pay premium prices for them. Many of these error coins were unnoticed for decades before someone finally discovered their true worth. Condition is everything. A Liberty coin graded in mint state condition is like finding history frozen in time. No heavy wear, no scratches, no cleaning marks. These coins are extremely rare, especially older ones, and their prices reflect that rarity. Even a small difference in grade can mean thousands of dollars in value. The story behind Liberty coins is also deeply emotional. Many of these coins passed through the hands of soldiers, immigrants, merchants, and families trying to build a better future. Some were hidden during wars, buried for safety, or saved as family treasures. When you hold a Liberty coin, you are holding a piece of someone's life story. Today, Liberty coins are considered one of the strongest long-term collectibles in the market. Serious investors include them alongside gold bars, rare art, and vintage watches. Unlike paper money, these coins have intrinsic value, historical value, and collector value all combined into one small object. What makes this even more exciting is that many Liberty coins are still out there, undiscovered. They sit in old boxes, inherited collections, and forgotten jars. People often spend them without knowing what they are worth. This is why learning about Liberty coins is so important. Knowledge is the key that unlocks hidden wealth. If you are watching this on the Coins channel, you are already ahead of most people. You are learning how to recognize value, history, and opportunity. Liberty coins are not just about money, they are about understanding the past and investing in the future at the same time. As the global interest in rare coins continues to grow, Liberty coins remain at the top of collector wish lists. Their designs are timeless, their stories are powerful, and their market performance has proven itself over decades. From 1980 to today, their value trend shows strength, stability, and massive upside potential. So next time you see a Liberty coin, don't underestimate it. Look closely. Check the date, the mint mark, the condition, and the details. What looks small and ordinary could be worth a lot of money and could change everything. This is why Liberty coins will always remain kings in the world of numismatics. History, beauty, rarity, and value all in one. Stay connected with the Coins channel, because we uncover the truth behind coins that others overlook. Your next discovery might already be in your pocket. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable topics in the coin world, the legendary Liberty coins, coins that many people ignore, coins that sit quietly in drawers, boxes, and old collections, yet some of them are worth more than luxury cars, houses, and in rare cases, life-changing money. Liberty coins are not just currency, they are history frozen in metal. They represent freedom, power, and the early strength of the United States, and collectors around the world are constantly hunting for the right Liberty coin, the right year, the right condition, because one correct detail can turn a simple-looking coin into a treasure worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. When we talk about Liberty coins, we are talking about designs that go back more than a century, featuring Lady Liberty, a symbol of independence, hope, and national pride. These coins were minted in different forms: silver, gold, and copper, and each version has its own story, rarity, and market demand. Some Liberty coins were produced in large numbers, but many were melted, lost, or damaged over time, which makes surviving high-quality examples extremely rare today. One year that creates a lot of confusion and curiosity among collectors is 1996. Many people ask why a Liberty-related coin from 1996 can attract attention, and the answer lies in special mintings, commemorative issues, condition, and collector psychology. While most modern coins are face value, some 1996 Liberty-themed coins, especially special editions, proof strikes, or error coins, can command surprisingly high prices when the right buyer meets the right coin. The real magic of Liberty coins happens when rarity meets condition. A coin that is scratched, worn, or cleaned may only be worth a small premium, but a coin that looks almost untouched, sharp details, original shine, and strong strike can multiply in value instantly. Professional grading plays a massive role here, because once a Liberty coin is graded at a very high level, collectors trust it, compete for it, and push prices higher and higher. Some Liberty coins have shocked the market with prices reaching extraordinary levels. In extreme rare cases, certain Liberty coins linked to specific mint years, low mintage numbers, or unique errors have sold for values approaching $787,976.43. These prices are not random, they are the result of auctions, private sales, and intense demand from elite collectors who want the best example available on the planet. The history behind Liberty coins adds even more power to their value. These coins were present during times of economic growth, wars, industrial expansion, and national transformation. Every Liberty coin carries the fingerprints of its era, the technology of its mint, and the politics of its time. Collectors do not just buy metal, they buy stories, survival, and legacy. Over the years, many Liberty coins were melted for their metal content, especially during times when gold and silver prices rose. This reduced the surviving population dramatically, which is why today even a small difference in mintage numbers can mean a massive difference in market value. A Liberty coin that survived when millions did not instantly becomes more desirable. The current market for Liberty coins is strong and global. Buyers come from the United States, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Auctions are watched worldwide, and bidding wars are common. One serious collector missing a key Liberty coin can drive prices to shocking levels because once a rare piece is gone, it may not appear again for years, sometimes decades. Another factor that makes Liberty coins valuable is mint location. Coins produced in certain mints had lower output, and collectors pay close attention to mint marks. A Liberty coin from the same year can have completely different values depending on where it was made. This is why knowledge is power in coin collecting. Many people unknowingly own Liberty coins inherited from grandparents or found in old boxes. They assume the coin is common and never check details like year, mint mark, weight, or condition. This mistake has cost people huge money. There are documented cases where a simple inspection turned an ignored coin into a 5- or 6-figure discovery. What makes Liberty coins exciting is that the market is still alive. Prices move, demand grows, and new collectors enter every year. A Liberty coin that sold for a modest price years ago can today be worth many times more. This is why collectors say coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is long-term wealth preservation. If you are holding a Liberty coin from any year, including 1996 related issues, the smartest move is research, professional evaluation, and patience. Never clean the coin, never polish it, and never rush to sell without understanding its true potential. The smallest mistake can destroy value, while the right decision can change your financial future. Liberty coins prove that history pays those who respect it. They remind us that value is not always loud, sometimes it sits quietly in your hand, waiting for the right moment to reveal its worth. And this is why Liberty coins continue to dominate auctions, collections, and conversations among serious collectors worldwide. This is the world of Liberty coins, a world where freedom meets fortune, where metal becomes memory, and where the right coin at the right time can be worth a lot of money. Stay tuned to coins, because the next coin you see might not be ordinary, it might be history, and it might be priceless.